Let's take up naming of alicyclic compounds. Alicyclic means closed chain compound. This is a closed chain. So first we see the chain attached to this cyclohexane. This chain contains double bonds, so the parent will become this chain. Here we have double bonds, so counting will start from this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. And to the third carbon atom, this group is attached, which will be called as cyclohexyl. So we have 3 cyclohexyl, 1 butene. 1 butene because total carbon atom in parent chain are 4 and there is a double bond after first carbon atom, so we call it 1 butene. 3 cyclohexyl because with the third carbon atom cyclohexyl group is attached. This is another example where parent is cyclobutane and one group is methyl group is attached with the first carbon, second methyl group is attached with the second carbon, so it becomes 1,2-dimethyl cyclobutane. 1,2 because at first and second position methyl groups are attached. Dimethyl because there are 2 methyl groups are attached and parent is cyclobutane here. This example we are going to take up here. Parent is cyclohexene. Why cyclohexene? Because there is a double bond in a cyclohexane, so it becomes cyclohexene as a parent. First number this carbon will get because it is attached to the double bond. So methyl group get number 1 and second methyl at third carbon we have got chloro. So 1-methyl, why we have preferred? Because double bond is attached to the first carbon, it will be given preference over halogens. So we have 1-methyl, 3-chloro-cyclohexene. This is the naming of bicyclic compounds. In bicyclic compound, this carbon and this carbon are called tertiary carbon. So if you stand at this bridge, this is bridged carbon also. So you have to see on one side how many carbons are there. There is 1 carbon. On this side, there is 1 carbon. First, you will see the side where there are more number of carbon atoms and that you will write first. Here, both sides, there are equal number of carbon atoms. So, first we write bicyclo. Why we write bicyclo? Because there are 2 cyclic compounds joined together. So, bicyclo we have written. 1 we have written due to this. 1 we have written due to this. Now, we see between these 2 tertiary carbon, is there any other carbon? Answer is no. So, we write 0. And total number of carbon atom are 4, therefore we write butane. So the name of this compound is bicyclo-1,1,0-butane. Next example we are taking this one. Here these are 2 tertiary carbons and this between these 2 tertiary carbons there is 1 carbon. On right hand side there are 2 carbon and left hand side also there are 2 carbons. So first word we write bicyclo, then we write 2. Then we write 2 from this side and 1 is the end between, so we write 1. Total number of carbon atom is 6 plus 1, 7. We call it heptane. That's the way of naming bicyclo compounds. Cyclic compound, a saturated monocyclic compound is named by prefixing cyclo to the corresponding straight chain alkane. If the side chains are present, then the rules given above are applied. Names of some cyclic compounds are given below. Here, this compound is cyclopentane. Why? Because it is closed chain and 5 carbon atom we have. Here, now we have got 2 alkyl groups attached to the cyclohexane. One is methyl group, another is propyl group. So, alphabetically preference has to be given. We'll call it 1-methyl, 3-propyl cyclohexane. At first carbon, methyl group is attached, we have written 1-methyl. At third carbon, propyl group is attached, we have written 3-propyl. And cyclohexane is the parent. So we have preferred or named alkyl groups alphabetically. This is another example. Here more branched carbon gets the lower number. Here we have got 2 methyl group attached. Here there is 1 ethyl group attached. So this will get number 1 and this will get number 3. So we write 3 ethyl because third carbon atom ethyl group is present. 1,1-dimethyl at first carbon atom 2 methyl groups are present. Cyclohexane. Cyclohexane is parent. It cannot be named as 1-ethyl 3,3-dimethyl cyclohexane because first carbon contains 2 methyl groups, so it has to be given number 1 and ethyl will get number 3. Let's take up nomenclature of substituted aromatic compound containing benzene. For IUPAC nomenclature of substituted benzene compound, the substituent is placed as a prefix to the word benzene as shown in the following examples. However, common names of many substituted benzene compounds are also universally used and accepted by IUPAC. First example we are taking is methylbenzene, and its popular name is toluene, or common name is toluene, which is very important. You must remember the common names also. Methoxybenzene is popularly called anisole, and it can also be called as methyl phenyl ether. IUPAC name is methoxybenzene, common names are anisole and methyl phenyl ether. This compound is aminobenzene, or aniline is also accepted as common name, rather aniline is more popular as its name. Next, this compound is called nitrobenzene because with benzene ring nitro group is attached, so we call it nitrobenzene. Here with benzene ring bromo group is attached, we call it bromobenzene. If the benzene ring is disubstituted, the position of substituent is defined by numbering the carbon atoms of the ring such that the substituents are located at the lowest possible positions. For example, here we have got 1,2-dibromobenzene. This is also called ortho-dibromobenzene. 1 and 3 position is called 1,3-dibromobenzene as IUPAC name. Its common name is meta-dibromobenzene. This compound is called 1,4-dibromobenzene as IUPAC name, and in common system we call it para-dibromobenzene. Their common names are also important. This is in common system called ortho-dibromobenzene, meta-dibromobenzene and para-dibromobenzene. And IUPAC names are quite simple. We have to give them position: 1,2-dibromobenzene, 1,3-dibromobenzene and 1,4-dibromobenzene. Substituent of the basic compound is assigned number 1, and then the direction of numbering is chosen such that the next substituent gets the lowest number. The substituents appear in the name in the alphabetical order. Let's take up some examples. Here we have got 3 substituents. 2 are nitro, 1 is chloro. So the first preference will be given to chloro because all the 3 have got prefix, so we prefer alphabetically. And now we have to start counting from anti-clockwise direction. This gets number 2 and this gets number 4. So we get 1 chloro, 2,4-dinitrobenzene is the correct name, and not 4-chloro, 1,3-dinitrobenzene. So you have to remember the preference we have given alphabetically, and we start anti-clockwise so that all the substituents get minimum number. Here we have got 3 substituents: nitro, chloro and methyl. First preference we have given to methyl. Second preference we have to, which will be the part of the parent, and chloro is getting second, and fourth is given to nitro. So we call it 2-chloro, 1-methyl, 4-nitrobenzene. Here methyl becomes the parent, that's why we have given methyl number 1. Others are preferred alphabetically. Here we have got 3 groups. One is ether, that is it is with the OCH3, it's called anisole. So this is the major functional group in 3 substituent. This counting will start from this side, that is clockwise direction: 1, 2, 3, 4. So due to clockwise direction, this is number 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So second carbon we have got chloro, 4 position we have methyl, and parent is anisole. 2-chloro, 4-methyl anisole. Here parent compound is aniline. At second carbon there is methyl group, third carbon chloro, 4 carbon ethyl group. So we write alphabetically. First we write 3-chloro, then we write 4-ethyl, 2-methyl. Aniline is the parent compound. Another example we have here: phenol is the parent, so phenol will come in the end, and methyl groups are counted 1, 2, 3, 4, means 3,4-dimethyl phenol is the name of this compound. You may be asked to write structural formula of the compounds. First one is ortho-ethyl anisole. Second is para-nitroaniline. Third is 2,3-dibromo-1-phenylpentane. Fourth is 4-ethyl 1-fluoro-2-nitrobenzene. First one we are taking ortho-ethyl anisole. Ortho means at 1 and 2 position. Anisole has OCH3 group or OMe group. Me stands for CH3. We have got ortho-ethyl means at second position you have ethyl group. So we have put ethyl group on the second position. Parent is anisole. So we call it ortho-ethyl anisole. Para means fourth position. Para-nitro means nitro group is at 4th position. And parent is aniline, that is benzene ring with NH2 group. So this is the structural formula of para-nitroaniline. Next compound is 2,3-dibromo-1-phenyl. This is first position. So this is called 1-phenyl. This is second position. This is first, which is attached to the phenyl group. This is second, which is attached to bromo. This is third, which is attached to bromo. This is fourth, and this is fifth. So if to first carbon atom, phenyl group is attached. So we have written 1-phenyl. Pentane, this is 5 carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second and third carbon, there are bromo. So this is the structural formula of 2,3-dibromo-1-phenyl pentane. Last is 4-ethyl-1-fluoro-2-nitro benzene. First we write benzene ring. 4-ethyl means we put C2H5 here. This is at position 4 from fluoro. Fluoro is given first position and nitro is given second position. Why fluoro first? Because this is the major functional group here and alphabetically also preferred. There are two functional groups, one is fluoro, another is nitro, so we have preferred fluoro. Alkyl groups will not be preferred over functional group. That is the reason that fluoro has got number 1, nitro has got number 2 and ethyl has got 4. So we write 4-ethyl-1-fluoro-2-nitrobenzene. So here this is number 1, this is number 2 and this is number 4. That is the way of writing structural formula of this organic compound.